Believe me, I'm fully aware of the fact that I look absolutely crazy, but this message has just been on my head all day, and I'll be damned if I miss day 99 after showing up for all this fucking time. Anyway, I think we have this subtle obsession with having this whole big grand, having the whole thing figured out, but that takes away so much space for divinity to play its part. And what's really interesting about that is I used to strive to have the whole plan figured out as well. Like, I thought that was the way it was supposed to be until I started allowing the universe to play part in my story. And the more that I let go of limiting programs from my past, the more that I went in and did the inner work on my shadow, the more that I went to work with my inner child, the more that I realized I was ignoring my intuition. And so when I started following my intuition, I wouldn't get the whole plan, but I would get the next step. I would get the next aligned action towards where I was supposed to be heading in this life. And beautiful things have unfolded in that space, in that sacred space of, I don't know what 10 years from now is going to look like, but I have this vision of how I want to feel and what I want to do and what I want to provide to the world, how I want to serve. And maybe I don't know every single step that's going to get me there, but I have the next aligned step that feels like such a full body fuck yes. And when I had those big grand plans and all of those steps, there was so much resistance and restriction because a lot of them weren't fuck yes. They were just what I thought I had to do. And a lot of the times they were leading me to a goal that wasn't fully aligned with my greatest good and what I really wanted in this life. And I just find it so interesting that if you listen to your intuition, if you are able to block out the noise and really come back to yourself and listen to your intuition, you always have something. Maybe you don't have everything, but you have a thing. Maybe you don't conquer the whole world today, but you can conquer a blade of grass today. Maybe you don't know your 10-year plan, but you know the next aligned action towards getting where you want to go. And I think there's something so beautiful about being able to surrender to that, while also knowing that aligned action must be taken. And nobody can do it but you. Nobody can connect with your intuition but you. Nobody can tell you your alignment and your purpose and your fulfillment, your passion, what lights you on fire but you. And that answer already lies within you. It's not something that you have to go outside, go to somebody else, go find out in the outside world. You find that within yourself when you're able to align, when you're able to block out some of the external noise and hear what's really going on in your heart. That being said, I challenge you to ask yourself, are you taking the intuitive steps towards where you're supposed to be going? And nobody else can tell you where you're supposed to be going. You know, and the thing is, you can't lie to yourself. You can pretend like you don't know, but you do. And the more that you can quiet out the world and listen to yourself, to your internal compass, the more you will find that your path divinely unfolds in such magical ways, in such beautiful ways, in such aligned ways, because things are supposed to be good and you can live a beautiful life.